Hello everyone, my name is Miro and today we have a different kind of a plant video. In the past, I have been working on my plant chores and I still have not finished them and there's plenty to do, but of course I decided to help today my best friend with her plant chores for several reasons. First of all, they can all be completed in a single sitting and of course, I get the sense of accomplishment. And then second, well, I get the sense of helping someone else. So obviously I'm doing this for completely selfless reasons. That is why I turned on the camera. But anyway, today there will be some repotting, some plant propagation potentially, dealing with root rot, which I have seen last night because I did take a look at her plants and just looking for some pests, and hopefully we don't find any. So there will be plenty to do, and we will work with some Hoyas, a Dieffenbachia, Pilea, and some other, I think ficus or something like that. Clearly, I love that plant, so let's move on. Before we begin, I wanted to say while it is good to help other people, it is also important to learn how to ask help for yourself, and sometimes that can be a challenge. That is why I would like to thank the sponsor of this video, BetterHelp. Taking that first step with many things in life can be a challenge, and therapy is no different. And sometimes that can be challenging because of anxiety or sometimes because of clinical mental health issues such as depression. BetterHelp makes taking that first step for a lot of people easier and less intimidating because it is online. It is also more affordable and accessible, especially if you live in a remote area where perhaps you don't have access to therapy or you don't have access to a therapist that is right for you. Join over 4 million people who have started using BetterHelp to start leading healthier and happier life. You can click the link in the description or you can follow the link betterhelp.com/basie.plants. That is BetterHelp, HELP.com/basie.plants. All you need to do is fill out a few questions, and usually within 48 hours you will be matched with a professional therapist. BetterHelp has a large network of over 30,000 professional therapists, so you can be matched with someone who is right for your needs, for your preferences, or who will be able to fit in your schedule. A great thing about BetterHelp is because it is online, it is easier to fit therapy sessions in your own schedule. And this is because you can choose to have therapy sessions via video call, text messaging, or a phone call, whichever feels the most comfortable for you. If you don't vibe with the therapist you get matched with, which is pretty normal and it happens, or maybe you're matched with someone and you cannot work out your schedules, it is easy to switch to a new one with a click of a button in the settings, and it doesn't have to feel like a breakup. So if you have clinical mental health issues, if you're simply struggling, or if you want to show up for your friends or your family as the best version of yourself, consider online therapy with BetterHelp. Once again, you can click the link in my description or you can follow betterhelp.com/basie.plants. That is BetterHelp, HELP.com/basie.plants. Clicking that link helps support me and my channel, but it is not also good for me, it is good for you because I got you a 10% off your first month of BetterHelp so you can see if online therapy is right for you. Thank you again, BetterHelp, for supporting my channel. Thank you all for listening, and we can go back to the video. All right, so I have my friend here and the plants. This is my second time recording this because I was dumb enough to record it once and not turn on the microphones. Round of applause. So we have 5 or 6 plants here. First we have this Dieffenbachia, and it's a very beautiful plant. This is a propagation from her grandmother's plant. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yes. And this one, it's not really in a potting mix for houseplants. This is garden soil, and this is what people use here a lot, especially older growers. And it works out for them. They're used to it. I never liked it that much. I think you can bring in pests like that and it just stays wet for a long period of time. So we will change that to more of like a houseplant mix with perlite, with coco peat, etc. And it needs to be in a pot with drainage. Now this plant looks pretty good to me, so I don't think there are any root issues, but we will check, which is one of the reasons why we are doing this. By the way, this is my friend Diana. I completely forgot to introduce her. She was in my second vlog, and she is my best friend.
Aww.
I don't know,
my best
by
friend.
choice or by... This is a plant, this I think was a propagation, or it may even be my mother plant of Pilea peperomioides. And this plant, she has a weird growth pattern, which I actually kind of like. But the issue with this plant is that she has root rot, so we will have to fix that. And I can see that some of the leaves have burned. My friend had to move it to a brighter spot, which is way too bright for Pilea, so you can see here that some of the leaves are burned. So we will just find a better spot for her in her home. I don't know if we can say that I am helping with that, but I will definitely title the videos I will help you find space. I mean, I am constantly giving you advice where to put plants, so I think
Absolutely,
I'm basically plant styling your home if we give me too much credit. But yeah, she's now in a southeast facing window. There is a lot of light there, and it used to be just pulled back from the window in a different spot.
Yeah, it's much yellower now
than it used to be.
Yeah.
And this Hoya also received a bit too much light. This is Hoya lacunosa that people keep calling Croniana. You know what I think about that? Now, she is supposed to be silver, and she is, but she is lighter than she's supposed to be. And focus is just not focus. Yeah, you have to cover your face. There we go. Yeah, so she's also in bloom, which is always nice to see a Hoya in bloom, especially if you cannot grab the flowers to show them. Okay, and I do have one plant like this, but much smaller. So my Hoya lacunosa is in less light, but you can see actually the difference in coloration. Once again, I have to hide my head for this. This is more silver, this is lighter. Also another one, this is mint coin. You can kind of see how it looks when they receive slightly less light. And then in more light, it's really like, I don't know, minty silver? Is that a color? But you can also see, I mean, you just, everyone should by now who watches this channel hopefully know what Hoya lacunosa looks like. You can see here, these leaves are not silver, and you can just see how light they are. And it has not affected the plant. The leaves are not burned, but I think aside from the flowers, you also grow this so you can get those nice silvery leaves. So I would pull her back a bit or move her a bit to the left or right from the window, and I think that will be enough light for this plant. This Hoya might need a larger pot. I do see a lot of roots. We will check on the root system anyway. And then we do have Hoya species Affinity Burtoniae, which is from my mother plant. One of my friends got a cutting and then she grew it out and then she passed it on to Diana. My mother plant is no longer with us, by choice. Mine. So you can see this is just beautifully red. I really love this plant, and I did contemplate asking for a cutting, but then I remembered I have like 400 Hoyas and I don't need yet another one, especially because I do have the true Hoya Burtoniae. So.
Oh, fine.
Not meant to be shady, but it's still a beautiful plant, but yeah, I just, I don't think that I would have space for it. So thank you for not offering me a cutting.
You know you can have it.
No, thank you. And then we have a ficus here, which I actually concluded, I was a bit confused with the potting mix, which is not really visible. It looks super dark. It has parts like perlite, but dark brown, which is not what perlite looks like. But I think this is like a cacti mix. And I've said in the past, I'm not a fan of cacti mix. There is sand. I know some people use sand in their potting mixes. I just, for me, it stays too wet and it's very compact. I really don't understand why people use it, but okay. We will check on the roots. This is slightly root bound potentially, so I would like to change the mix for this plant and just to see if we need a larger pot. I don't think we should need a larger pot, and you can definitely leave the roots to go out, but we'll see how that goes.
How do you mean leave the roots to go out?
Yeah, if you see the roots going out, that's not always a sign you need a repot.
Okay.
Sometimes it is, but sometimes it's not. Okay, so we shall begin. Okay, so because these are your plants, you can choose what we will do first.
Is it okay?
Dieffenbachia, okay, I think that's a good choice. Alright, so we will see what the roots look like here. I do have potting mixes, which I will need. We have Diana's husband helping us out. He's behind the camera, but you can just...
Hi.
He will be giving us the pots, the potting mixes, doing all the heavy lifting. I wish I had a knife
Do we have a knife?
Maybe. Now we have a spoon.
Yeah, that will do. Thank you.
There you go.
I also have a bit of an issue with these pots because they do have like a shelf inside, which if it's not removed, we might lose some roots. Do you know if...
It wasn't me who potted it. It was my aunt. So I don't have idea.
What's that?
Mushka.
Oh,
It's from Bacavera.
oh, okay.
It's fine.
Okay, it looks fine. See,
Mm.
first of all, these have an inner shelf inside because I think they're supposed to be kind of like self-watering pots. It's kind of hard to see. It's basically black. You can kind of see what that looks like, that inner shelf, and I mean, you can see that this is just like very compact. It's essentially, it turns into mud at one point. So this is why I don't like these. But the roots look okay.
This is.
See, it's not a massive root system, which you absolutely cannot see. So this is currently what we are working with. I will just release this potting mix. And you know, another reason why this root system didn't grow is because there isn't much air in these garden soils, so it's more difficult for roots to grow. I think this plant could have had a much larger root system by now, but that's okay. We are amending it today. And soon you will have roots coming out of the pot.
Hopefully.
And soon you will have to repot it more and more and more and more and more. But it's a good root system. It's not, there is no rot, which makes me happy. But, you know, it could be larger.
What can I do?
Nothing. You can choose a pot, actually. And a potting mix. I think we will go with cocoa peat and perlite with this one. Actually, maybe I will add some bark because it is an aeroid, so we can add that too. So I am happy with how that looks. It's a nice root system. Do you know when this was propagated?
No. I got it like 4 months ago. 3
Yeah.
months ago.
I think so.
So, but I don't know.
Thank you.
Is this too big?
No.
No?
So, we do have cocoa peat and perlite here. I now understand why you asked me if I need scissors. Yes, I do. 'Cause this is closed. I was like, why would you ask me if I need scissors? I completely forgot I do need to open
And
this.
Where are they?
On my nightstand. I have scissors on my nightstand. Always be prepared in the middle of the night. You never know. This might not be for the channel, but my grandmother used to sleep with a knife under her pillow.
Okay.
And then I started to do it too. And my mom totally freaked out when she discovered that. And I didn't understand for long. I was like, why is that an
How old
issue?
were you?
First or second grade. The big kitchen knife.
When I'm sleeping alone, I sleep with, how do you call it? Tučakiavan.
Uh-huh. Anvil and the other thing that goes with an anvil.
Yeah, for cooking.
Why did you sleep with that? So you can cook in the middle of the night?
No, to defend myself because I was thinking knife is a bit like too violent, I guess.
so you
So
were
I can just no, I think you go throwing it, defending
Okay.
myself, and you have to.
Or smashing someone's head.
That's violent.
Yeah, put his hand in the bowl and like less violent than a knife.
Just stop it.
You're like, knives are too quick. They work too well.
There was a video with a man that's chasing someone with a spoon.
With
Do
a
you
spoon?
remember it?
No.
We were very young.
No, but that's me. I don't know if anyone else does this or did this. I remember when I used to go out, and like when I came back home, it was like night,
Okay.
and I see people who are suspicious, which is by the way everyone to me. And I would like always grab my keys and like if they attack me, I will
Yes.
defend myself with keys.
Yes, I do it now also.
You did know. I saw actually this is a thing, and they recommend this to. But like I really don't have anything to be afraid of. I'm like 2 meters tall. I don't think anyone will attack me, but I still do it. This is a nice mix of cocoa peat and perlite and some bark. I will need a slow release fertilizer, and it's like the balls in a jar. Tiny balls in a jar. So this is slow release fertilizer.
How much?
About 15.
15.
You don't have to count, just approximately. There you go. Thank you. You can still fertilize, by the way, with that.
Okay.
Despite me using this.
I do it every time.
Yeah, that's good. And we might need to stake it or not.
No.
Not with just like with a small wooden, like the one for Palea. No?
But I will put it in a larger pot
Okay.
so it won't fall.
Okay. Just so it doesn't become crooked though.
Really don't like sticks.
Me neither. You can show it off to the camera. A sexier shot.
What is sexy?
Like that. Okay. One done. More to go. I really don't want to work with Pilea, so we will skip that for now.
Okay.
Because I also suspect she might have some pests. So we will leave her for the end. Okay. I think the next one we can work with is the ficus. I will try, but I just don't think the roots are pliable enough to get out of the pot.
I think they're also dry.
Yeah, that's also true. If they're dry, I mean, there's just no use for saving them. Yeah, I do think that they're dry, at least the small ones. This is very wet. Ooh, look at her go. Okay, I will cut the roots.
Yes.
Can you try now? Yeah. Some of the main roots were alive, but that's fine.
God! No, wait. I don't have muscle for this.
You can do it. Maybe you can't.
God.
I believe in you. Here, I will cut this more. So, but I don't think that's stopping you.
Should I try?
What?
Oh, well done.
Okay, there is some mold. Yeah. Oh, actually, this is good type of mold. That's good. That's not bad mold.
Like on cheese.
Yes, but this is not on cheese. You would not find this type of mold on cheese. Okay, this is fine.
Really?
It's because it stayed too wet. You can just feel how this is wet. This is just not a very appropriate mix for this plant. There is a lot of sand. Like, this is my issue with the sand. Like, I don't understand. I mean, can you show this to the camera? It just turns into this clay.
I don't know how to do this. Wait. I don't
See,
understand.
it's not easy to be a YouTuber. There. We all need to cover our heads. There you go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Okay.
It takes 3 people to show that one shot. So we are getting rid of most of this soil. Yeah, it's just the old soil is good, but the new one that you added on top is...
Yeah, it fell out.
Okay, so you added...
So I added what I had. And obviously it was completely wrong.
It's what you did your best.
I did my best.
You did your best.
Well, was it the best?
I mean, could you have walked to the garden center and bought an appropriate... Yeah.
It's far.
I think that's better. Are we going to put it back in the same pot, yeah?
I don't know. Is it big enough?
Yeah, I think it can go into the same pot. I'm just not a big fan of the pots like that.
Why?
Because the holes, the drainage holes are not big enough. I mean, you did drill them, but they need to be slightly larger, but it's okay. The mix will fix that now, because this mix is more porous. But this is a beautifully grown ficus, Audrey, so
Really?
congratulations. Yes, it is.
And it's straight, I
It's
think.
straight.
Not super straight, but like...
No one is.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just trying to get this off.
Can I touch it?
Yeah.
Nice.
That was enough of plant therapy for you, right? I just wanted to touch it.
What
a bit.
happened here? Ah, that's the one we cut. Yeah, okay.
Okay, let's pot him. I will just use
It's
this.
her.
It's her. Does she have a name? Dana
No, but
attaches to things really easily and
and
unnecessarily.
plants are not things.
Crickets.
And unnecessarily. I just think, you can put it in the pot.
Okay.
I am of the opinion, and I understand people attached to plants. I think it's unnecessary, but because you're kind of like creating trouble for yourself. Because plants perish, and I don't know. I just don't want to be sad. So I try not to attach. I mean, obviously, I do attach as well. Like if someone special gives me a plant.
Just avoid your feelings, basically.
Yes, in a healthy way.
Well,
Not attaching to anything, except I do attach. What would you say is your attachment style?
my attachments.
I think I'm anxious attachment.
What are types?
Let's make this interesting by looking into
Yeah.
attachment styles.
What is this white stuff here?
It's sap. They have sap liqueurs. It means that we have hurt the leaf a bit. For attachment styles, okay. Anxious ambivalent. Individuals with anxious attachment seek reassurance and validation from their partners, often experiencing high levels of worry and clinginess to maintain closeness. So that's anxious attachment.
That would be you. that could also be you.
Yeah, that's it.
Anxious avoidant. Those with avoidant attachment tend to prioritize independence and self-reliance, hesitating to open up emotionally and favoring distance to protect themselves from vulnerability.
That's my sister.
Disorganized people with disorganized attachment have inconsistent and confusing behaviors and relationships due to unresolved traumas or conflicting approaches to attachment needs.
Do you think it's me?
No, but you have to be one. Do you think you're secure? Do you think you're better than ever? Secure is people with secure attachment feel comfortable and confident in their relationships, easily sharing their emotions and needs while valuing mutual support and intimacy.
Actually,
I
I
actually think
think
that is
yeah,
me.
it is.
She's better than everyone, okay?
No, I just don't have problem with my emotions.
I don't have a problem with my
Yes, you
emotions.
Watch out for the ficus.
Just don't kill my plants.
I don't have problems with my emotions. I just don't share them.
Well, you don't share even when asked.
Yeah, I don't like to bother people with my problems.
But
And I often
when-
think
when
I often
people-
think my problems are not big enough to be shared with people.
But it's okay
But
to
you're-
bother friends.
Yes, and it's not bother.
Yeah, of course.
Share all the problems. Oh, we forgot the slow release. Forgive me.
Oh,
We can mix it in.
But do you put that only when you're repotting, or I can like
You can edit later too.
how often?
About every 6 months. I think that's how
Okay.
quickly it will run out. See, already my potting mix looks so much better.
Yeah, it does. It's prettier also.
It's prettier too.
it looks healthy.
I'm so good. But what's interesting is that a lot of the times anxious attachment and action and like the avoidant, those two will attract, which is really like not great.
Yeah. Just to prepare you, there is a lot of fruits
Okay.
that are coming out.
Okay, that's normal.
No, really a lot.
What do you think? You think you're gonna scare me? Have you seen how many roots I have coming out of my plants? I've seen it all. I don't know what to tell you except that we will put her in a larger pod, but I don't think I can save all the roots. I can try. That's a healthy amount of roots there.
In my defense, I'm asking you to come and repot for like
A year.
6 months, maybe even a year.
Exaggeration.
Do you want me to do it?
You asked me once. At most,
Come on.
at most 25 times.
Do you want me to do it?
Do you want to do it? You can do it. I don't know. Does it make sense to do it?
Can I maybe cut this?
You can cut them.
Plastic. No, I mean plastic. No?
You can cut the plastic, sure, if you want to, if that's what you want. But make sure that we also have to get through this part as well. So I think it's better to just cut off the roots, but you can try. I mean, if you want to try to save all the roots, be my
I
guest.
don't know. That's why you're doing this. I don't know what.
I think by the time we are finished cutting everything, we will have damaged the roots enough.
Okay.
I mean,
But this is enough roots inside.
yeah, there should be.
There should be.
Since
Really,
there's so many out, I don't see why there wouldn't be so many in. I mean, I don't know. Haven't seen the inside. Okay, so you can try to cut that. Oh, you're cutting the roots?
no,
Did you
And
start?
plastic first.
Okay.
no,
Let's
I
see.
didn't. I didn't cut it.
Let's see.
No, wait.
It just does not make sense because look how tangled this is. I mean, like what I would have done in this case, just for everyone, I would just cut right here. and that's fine. Like you can cut 2/3 of the roots, I think, technically, when you're repotting a plant. Also, like when you have a plant that's very root bound and the roots go in spiral. And this is by the book, by the way. You would cut that off so it can establish normal root growth again once you repot it. It's not a big deal. Because I think like by untangling, we are doing more damage than good. Because you're making a lot of
You're breaking. Yes.
micro damages. So, you know.
But
You don't need to cut yourself. Oh.
Okay.
oh,
See?
plenty of fruits.
There's plenty of roots inside.
Wow.
I will break up the root ball again as well to establish normal root growth here. So you need to massage it a bit,
Okay.
gently break it apart, and then
Like
so
Hoya.
it doesn't look like the pot.
I get it. I get it.
We have a full pot of roots. How cute. Only if there was a plant on top.
Also, I have that Bing Bonstera, you know.
Mm-hmm. Does that need a repot too?
Yes.
I will come for that.
Yeah, it cannot fit in the car.
I will come. They brought all the plants in the car to me.
That's the only way.
Hey, I would have come eventually.
Eventually.
5 years late.
Wait, I have something white. What is this? See?
That's mold. Like
Good
the
mold or bad mold?
good mold. It looks like good mold. You're doing such a good job. See, you almost don't need me. She's grown up. We used to live together, and that was a period where she did not like plants. And I remember wanting to make it because I was making a terrarium for my friend as a gift, which like the terrarium died very quickly. I didn't do a good job, and I never
For who you made it?
for my friend Katrina.
I don't
Yeah, I
know.
remember.
Yeah.
In the bathtub.
I didn't do a good job of making that terrarium, which I didn't know at the time. Okay, so it wasn't like a mistake on purpose, but she killed it like within 6 months, and she blamed herself. And
You just let her blame herself?
yes,
Really?
yes.
Egomaniac.
I just, I didn't know, and I still don't know how I would make a good terrarium, but I know that was not the way
Broke
I
one.
did. You broke one of the roots. That's fine. She has a lot. I think that's good enough.
Well, is it?
Yeah, I think it's fine. We will need a pot, so you can select a pot.
Can you select the pot?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
Smaller ones, maybe?
Okay.
Is it big enough?
I think that's
It's the
exactly
same.
the same size as you had. So we need size up.
This is size up. No?
This is size up. Yeah, it is.
It's almost the same size. This is 10 centimeters.
Well-
That's also 10
This one.
for now. Okay, you can put the Hoya in. Maybe that's a bit too much of the potting mix. Yeah, that is a bit too much of the potting mix. Take it out. See, it's just like really a very, very small upgrade. Maybe we can go even for a larger one.
Okay.
Because
There is.
But will it be able to hang from the ceiling then?
yeah, this is very light. I've hung much.
This one.
I've hung heavier things.
Okay.
Is it safe? I don't know. You didn't ask. You said, will it be able? Sure, it will. Okay, let's try that. Yeah, that's much better. Because there is enough room on the side for the new potting mix. Okay, I think they will need a shower and then I will need to spray it for mites. And there's just no way, okay, for it not to get dirty.
Also, flowers are dirty.
I am sorry. You can give me a spoon. You gave me a spoon.
We have a spoon,
We
yes.
have a spoon. There is a spoon. Do you want to untangle the next one? While I pot this, you can get this out of the pot.
Can you maybe hold it like
Yeah.
that? Yeah.
Okay.
I am so glad that I had a positive influence on you. By the way, I think I never finished that terrarium story. And
Oh, yeah,
anyways,
sorry.
I was gonna make a terrarium for our apartment, and you said, "Do not dare."
Yeah, sorry.
We did have a lot of plants that were from the owner. There was like a very weird looking hibiscus, which flowered. It was actually a very annoying plant because of it really needed to be trimmed. Like, I'm all for unique growth, but that was too unique. But that's not even bad.
Really?
Yeah. Okay, you can try to get that out while I finish this one. Okay, I think this is the best
Wait.
I can do. Okay, so the lacunosa is finished here while my friend untangles the other one. It is a slightly larger pod, but she really needed it. And, you know, how big do you want to grow her? Is my question. Have you
Yes.
thought about that?
No.
Are you ready?
Yes. Is it okay?
Yeah. Can I cut?
Fabric?
Yeah.
Okay.
It will just be easier for you. These are very good scissors, by the way.
Yeah, I see. Should I hold it like this or what?
Yeah.
Like this?
Yeah, you can hold it, support it while you take it out. Did you do this?
No.
Yeah. Loosen it up.
Do you want to
Wait.
put off ring?
No.
Nothing
You want
more.
me to take off my wedding band?
No, just because.
There's a spider. Oh god!
I love how I'm unfazed. This is
Miroslave,
okay. What do you want me to do with him?
just put it on your plant.
Fine.
Should I?
He just refuses to leave you. He's like, no. Here. What if it's a poisonous one?
What?
I don't
That small one?
know. Okay, you're on Arcadia now. No, that is actually very root bound. That's nice root system as well.
Oh.
Again, I don't know if we see that. Can you bring it to the camera?
Yes.
Oh, I love this. There you go. Excellent. Excellent root system for that plant. So this one, again, just gently break it apart. We need to take this out. We will need a pot for this.
The same size?
I will like that one. I think like for a lot of these, shallow but wider would be good. So, you know, that one that we used before was both wide and tall, but I think shallow and wide is
That's the same.
I don't think it's the same.
No.
Okay.
That's
The taller one.
This is the same height, but this is even wider. So.
Okay.
Okay. Whenever you're ready. There's no pressure.
Obviously.
Do you feel like you need to also get your hands dirty, Stefan?
No.
It's weird, it's
No?
like sponge.
They do say that like getting your hands dirty is very therapeutic.
Yeah, it's calming actually.
Until you find root millibugs.
Where you have like 400 plants.
Or spiders.
Or spiders, yeah.
Is it enough?
So
Have you put
center her or put her closer to the edge, whichever you would prefer.
which is better?
For me,
No, for the plants.
for me, closer to the edge, so we can put the potting mix inside. The reason why I'm not looking forward to a pilea is number one, rotten roots. Number two, the leaves are very sensitive. Number three, we have to see if we're going to cut it. Number four, I have to check if it has root millibugs. Because I did suspect last night, but I didn't see it well. I like that I'm giving you all this information on the camera so you cannot appropriately panic.
It was actually my plant.
It's your, yeah, it was in your office.
Oh yeah, and
It is the
then
one, it is the one from me, no?
No, it's not. It's from one of my colleagues.
Didn't I give you one?
No.
And then I quit and I
Brought it home.
brought it home. Yeah.
But
I
it
was
was
sure I
small.
got you a small one.
No, it was for Marina.
Oh, so that one is in a different spot.
It's dead.
So definitely in a different spot.
Yeah.
But I think it was this plant when you brought it home. It was already kind of weird.
It was, and I believe that the mix.
So I just have one
was
question
bad.
for you. While I was introducing the plants and saying this is part of my mother plant, you just let me do that.
No, you said it for Hoya.
No, he said it.
I said it for the Pilea too.
How do you say it in English?
Mother
Pil-
plant?
No.
Pilea.
Pilea.
Pilea. I mean, with an English accent. I think in Latin it's just Pilea.
Pilea.
Yeah, okay.
We
In
said
Latin.
I also have a question about this.
Those are just some damages that if the leaf was developing and then you scratched it, and then the plant healed around the wound.
really like scars.
Yeah, you can show the scars to the camera, especially when they're young. The leaves, they're very easy to scar, and then this is just plant kind of protecting itself. Yeah, it's very common with Hoyas. I damage leaves all the time, unfortunately.
This one is done.
It's done, yes. So we do the Pilea now. This plant looks weird, it's burnt, and she has rotten roots.
Can I say now when Stephanie's not here?
Are you using the time he's not here to gossip about him?
Yeah, because he won't see it on the video. But all the leaves were like this, a bit yellowish, like you see. And then it became like this. It's fine.
Yeah.
But then again, they're growing like this. See, like this.
Yeah.
Is it my fault?
I think this is just because of too much light. This looks like nutrient deficiency of some sort, but then they started to look normal. Like these look good. I don't know. I think this is because of too much heat. Because it looks like it's boiling.
Okay.
Alright, so this is not so visible again, but the roots in this one are rotten. They easily come off. And I don't know how extensive this is, so y'all pray for her because it seems pretty extensive. See? Did you want a propagation of this one?
Yes, for me, Mom.
Yeah, a lot of these roots are not looking great. We will, it's savable. Everything is. Except that orchid. For your sister. Everything is
Maybe
salvaged.
when we go to mall, maybe we can record my mom's plant that she's keeping, even though it's really, really
But
dead.
that's really rough. That was in really rough shape. I think we will need to downsize the pot for this one.
Okay.
A lot of them, if not all, are rotten, so that could be the reason why it doesn't look so great. I had to leave this part in. I want you to pay attention to how Dana is trying to prevent this Pilea from breaking.
Что за?
Изведу. Нищо не види. Nije baš zanimljivo kao.
Aha, pa daj da pomerimo kameru, da snima to.
Pa ajde. Pa dobro. Onda se tako razmnožava Dana. Samo će me vratiti nazad. That's how you do it. That's how you propagate them. And you wanted at least one propagation. So we have one propagation, accidental propagation of Pilea. There are not many roots left on the plant. A lot of them are here because most of them are rotten. It's just a bit too wet of the mix. And that's fine. These are very resilient. They will regrow roots, but we need to get her in a proper mix so she can actually do that. But like all the way up to the stem, they are rotten. So not exactly the best. Okay, so do you want to make a propagation of this?
One.
Here?
You mean like that? I don't know. I'm afraid this is going to fall over because of this.
It is actually very sturdy.
Okay. So, okay, we don't need to do that.
You don't want to cut it?
Do you think I should cut it?
It depends what you want with your plant. If you want like a different looking plant, like you can cut it, this can be the main one, then maybe we can make it bushier like that.
Okay, that sounds good.
Also, these are ugly.
What?
Those are the ugly leaves, so.
They are ugly. Yeah, okay, cut it. Wait, just a second. Wait. Okay.
Can I?
Yeah, I will hold.
Okay. Do you want me to cut more, or are you happy with this?
It's fine.
It's fine as if cut.
Stop it.
Okay, because what I would do is I would cut even here and then just bring these closer together. But okay.
Okay. So it will start growing from the cutting.
Here, for
Okay.
example. Depends where we leave it. I can-
Okay.
How far do you want me to go? We can go here.
Okay.
There we go. See?
Yeah.
That one is very, very cute. This one is not. I'm still trying to find like good roots here. Okay. So I think I will stop here now with cleaning off. See, there is part of the old trunk. Yeah. Okay, let's try that. Okay, you
Is
can.
it too big?
No, it's fine. Start filling it out. I will hold, or do you want to hold?
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure you would be gentler with filling it out, but okay. We will have to figure out a way to stake this. I need to approach it from here. Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh, that's actually so nice to have someone to rotate the plant. So we need to stake this.
This is too big, right?
I don't know if it's best to stake it or to just tie it.
Tied together?
Yeah.
No, ежица.
Are you looking at the lens?
Yeah, I'm trying. It's really weird.
Okay, so I have cleaned up here, and Dana and Stefan took the plants outside to water them, give them a good shower, and I think we are finished with the video. I would say that it went well.
Yes.
Was it traumatic?
No, actually, no.
I think it was not. Maybe
No.
maybe for Paelia it was traumatic. For me it wasn't. For you it wasn't. So
No, it was fine.
I think that's great. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome.
I can thank you in a couple of languages, maybe.
Okay.
Kusi.
Okay. 1,
Hvala.
2,
Thank you.
3.
Dankeschön. Tack så mycket.
That's 5.
That's 5.
Now speak all of
Grazie.
now speak all of them fluently. Well, I think now you're ready for new plants. So
No.
Would you like to take my philodendron? I'm trying to get rid of my philodendron Jerry horn. It is super huge. I don't know what to do with it because
I don't have height for that.
yeah, that's true. It's too high. I think it's over 2 meters high at this point.
Yeah.
And I don't want to cut it because I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. But that's a issue for a future Miro and for a future video. It is time for us to go. We are gonna have a lunch and have fun camping. Not really camping, but
Just eating food others prepared for us.
in nature.
Yeah, in a nature.
And that is as far as I will go when it comes to camping. So I will see you next time. And Stefan, do you want to say bye?
Okay.
Let's all do a synchronized goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
worst synchronization
Let's
ever.
start.
I would like to take some time to thank all of my patrons for their incredible support. A massive shout out to my $5 patrons. My 3 anonymous patrons, Alex von Siebenthal, Amber Clear, Anne Margaret Moon, Angela Bernard, Angela Parrish, and C. Aspen Drake, Betsy, Bougie Panda, Brett Noble, Candy Tap, Catherine Molina, Christy Claire Cola, Daniela, Danube Daniels, Daria Kaminska, Dili Heredia, Diane Sikorsky, Dipanjali Rao, Edith W, Erin Keenan, Ellen Saxon, Ellen M. Mortal, Farah, Gathering Moss, Gina Geise, Go Green Tropical, Heather Uppenkamp, Hoji Scott, Hoya Heather, Yana Griffin, Jessica Chia, Yavin Denot, Kara, Catherine P, Casey Gross, Kelly Cook, Kelly Gallagher, Kelso, Kimberly Polka, Kiwi Mochi, Christy Ehrlich, LePlan the Staff, Lisa Mary MPLS, Lori J. Revert, Mandy Milliken, Marcel Har, Maria Stein, Maria Yarmolich, Maria West, Maris B, Marty Miller, Mary Rose, Melissa Walker, Michael Curley, Michelle Heron, Nicole Ferranti, Mirka Grun Roos, Moa Edmond, Neil Yang, Niha Basu, Nicole Maroney, Nan Quinn, Nita Macy, PJ Plantrid, Rachel Peterson, Robin L. Jennings, Sandra Cornelius, Sherry Kumar, Stephanie H2O, Tessa Martins, Tia B, TJWO, Trista Bailey, Tristan Thomas, Wendy Rossman, Xenia Green, Youth of the Walmut, Zaira Rivera, and Zlatko Niponi. A big thank you to my $3 patrons: Angelina Farnan, Kilone Constance, Daryl De Rosario, Eden C, Catherine Parsons, Kens Brown, Al Lindbergh, Lindsay Ann, Mary H, Nella, Syke Zera, Renee Church, Ringlob, Sophia Rian, Tang Watanas Cool, and Wendy Foreman. And a thank you to my $1 patrons: one anonymous patron, Alice Borland, Brandon Pacheco, Christina Greengrass, Colleen Coyle, Levi Couture Helvetica, Amelia Bronson, Jolie Sullivan, Jonas Berghort Larson, Kayla Vavra, Kelly Ash, Chris Perez, Lauren M, Lauren N, Subramanian, Luzmin Fernandez, Neely Spicer, Nerdy Kathy, Olivia Chin Mueller, and Tracy the Eyeballer.